Germany under growing pressure to send battle tanks to Kyiv. Germany is facing growing pressure to send its Leopard 2 tanks to Ukraine or approve the transfer of the tanks by other nations with the German-made system in their inventories. British Foreign Minister James cleverly told Sky News that he believed Germany has done a huge amount already, but wants Kyiv's request for the Leopard tanks to be fulfilled. The foreign ministers of Latvia, Estonia, and Lithuania jointly called on Berlin to provide the tanks immediately to stop Russian aggression, help Ukraine, and restore peace in Europe quickly. Here's the latest on the war and its ripple effects across the globe. Key developments. Representatives from France and Germany are meeting in Paris on Sunday for talks on Europe's security and energy. The meeting is the first in-person government gathering since 2019. Lawmakers are also expected to discuss military support for Ukraine, the Associated Press reported, citing French and German officials. German Defense Minister Boris Pistorius will travel to Ukraine soon, he said in an interview with the German newspaper Bild, probably within the next month. Asked when a decision on Leopard tanks will be made, he said only that Germany is in close dialogue with its international partners about it. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky joined mourners at a memorial in Kyiv for the 14 people killed in a helicopter crash last week, including Ukrainian Interior Minister Denis Monastyrsky. At the Saturday memorial, Zelensky called Monastyrsky a professional, genuine person. Ukraine's Internal Security Service said it was investigating possible causes including a violation of flight rules, a technical malfunction, or sabotage. Battleground updates. The Russian Defense Ministry claimed to have made advances in Ukraine's southeastern Zaporizhia region and continued offensive operations around the city of Bakhmut in Donbass. As a chorus of Western allies urged Germany to approve the delivery of battle tanks that Kyiv says are crucial to fighting entrenched Russian forces. Russia is planning to expand its armed forces over the next 3 years, but will probably struggle to staff and equip the planned expansion, the British Defense Ministry said Sunday. The ministry's warning comes after Russian Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu announced plans for the military expansion last week, saying that Moscow wants to increase troops to about 1.5 million. Russia's Wagner Group is becoming the rival power center to the Russian military, National Security Council spokesman John Kirby said at a briefing on Friday. Wagner Group founder Yevgeny Prigozhin is trying to advance his own interests in Ukraine. And Wagner is making military decisions based largely on what they will generate for Prigozhin, in terms of positive publicity, Kirby said. He added that the mercenary group will face sanctions this week, after the U.S. Treasury Department designates Wagner as transnational criminal organization. Global impact. Turkey canceled a planned visit from Swedish Defense Minister Pal Johnson this week, Turkish Defense Minister Hulusi Akar announced Saturday. The two were supposed to discuss Sweden's bid to join NATO, which Turkey needs to sign off on. The decision to cancel the meeting was related to Sweden granting permission for a far-right protest where a copy of the Quran was burned, Akar said. Facebook parent company Meta is tweaking its content moderation strategy for the war in Ukraine, removing the Azov Regiment from its list of dangerous individuals and organizations. The company's oversight board, an independent collection of academics, activists, and experts, has argued that Meta has gone too far in squashing content that criticizes authoritarian governments or leaders.